Welcome to my Stop Fighting with Your Son podcast. If this is your first time here, I recorded 4 episodes especially for you to help you eliminate the fights right away and start connecting with your boy as soon as possible. Go to episodes 54 through 59. I have 4 boys of my own, and I know better than anyone how much you want to have a good relationship with your boy and all the things that can come in your way. If you are a mom of boys, I am the coach for you. Let's go. Hey guys, how's it going? How are you doing with your son? I would love to help you if you still need any help. If you're stuck, if you can't stop worrying, if you feel really guilty about the past. This is what I'm here for, okay? I'm here for that. I'm here for you. I'm here for you to have 0 fights with your son, to have 0 guilt and 0 worry, okay? So if you need any help, I am here for that, okay? I am so excited to talk to you today. I have a great helpful topic you can start applying right away. And I wanted to share with you, I won 3 matches in a row in tennis. Now, it feels so amazing because I've put in 5-6 years of training to get here. Once or twice a week, training to play and playing, and lost a lot of matches before that. So to get to this place where I'm winning takes so much work. And I think it's just another example of how most things in life are like that. We have to put the work in, number one, and we have to lose a lot before we win. Just like in the relationship with anyone, we have to put the effort and the work in, and then we have to mess up a lot, right? We have to fight. And that's a mistake that we make, and we fight, and that's how we learn to not do it again or learn something else and something for the next time, right? How we use the muscle of practice, flexing the muscle of switching from this is about me to how can I move towards you, right? So I'm so excited. I won the last 3 matches. Feels amazing when you actually hit the ball and it goes where you want to. I love it so much. So today I want to talk to you about if you are kind of mildly depressed or sad or for a week or 2 or 3, if it's not a depression that's, serious, clinical, deep, and something you take medication for, if it's something that happens to you or comes over you every once in a while, just like life happens, right? And if once in a while you say, I don't know what the point is anymore, it's Groundhog Day, it's all the same, I'm tired of everything. And if you kind of get into this lull of a few bad weeks of sadness and feeling like a little bit depressed, this might be a tool that can help you. And might be a tool that can help you also just when you're having a bad day. So apply it as you will, but this helps me so much and my clients. So that's why I wanted to share this with you. And basically, it's the question that I ask myself, am I in the me energy, or am I in the for you energy? Okay, so let me explain. So usually, for me, when I find myself being too whiny, complaining a lot, feeling like there's no point, right? Just what I described, feeling like, I'm depressed. Like feeling sorry for myself. It's all the same. I'm tired of doing all these same jobs for the kids. I don't want to do it, blah, 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 right? Feeling a little bit whiny. And if it drags out for a bit, this question helps me come out of it and take a look at it, and then helps me move into the direction that feels a lot better, okay? So, because I know that when I am in the for me energy, meaning I'm thinking about me a lot. I'm thinking, poor me, I have to do this, I don't want to do that, I don't know what to do, what the point is, it's all the same. For me, if I'm thinking a lot about me, I am creating suffering for myself. Okay, it's all about poor me, I have to make lunches. It's all about poor me, I have to do the same thing, right? It's all about poor me, I don't want to do this, or I'm depressed, or whatever, right? And because I've done this for numerous times, I know as soon as I realize that I am in that energy, all about me, for me, and I know that that energy creates suffering for me, the right away I feel a relief because I know what the cure is. And the cure is switching into the for you energy. Just like I do every single week on this podcast, for me to record this podcast, I have to switch into for you energy. I have to ask myself, what are people struggling with? What do they need to hear? What problems do they have? How can I help them? What do they need to hear, right? I have to start thinking about you, and that makes me feel really good, right? Because I'm thinking about helping someone, about creating something helpful, about giving, right? And that feels amazing. And especially feels amazing if you are switching from all about me energy, right? Because most of the time when we're focused on about me energy, it's coming from ego thinking, and thinking ego is always, it's never enough. It's always trying to get more, and it's just plain suffering, right? So it's all, so just that realization, right? When we ask ourselves, what energy am I in? Am I about me energy, or am I about them or you energy? And if we realize, oh, I am an all about me energy, that makes sense that I am not feeling good. That makes sense that I'm feeling whining, complaining, just blah, right? Just depressed, just down. Nothing's going right. That makes sense because I'm focusing on me. And as soon as we take the focus off of us and onto someone else and what can we do for them, we create really good feelings for ourselves, right? So that's why I want to give you this tool, this binary. Am I in the me energy, or am I in the for you energy? And here's some example. Like, when I already described to you what it might feel like when we're all about me energy. It doesn't feel good. You're whiny, you're complaining, and your actions are also reflecting that. You're not helping others, or maybe if you are not putting in your best work, right? You're not, and you're not creating a good feeling for yourself, right? You're doing it like halfway, right? You're not doing the best work. So when you switch into the for you energy, it will feel good and it will fuel you. You will feel more energy and just be happier, right? So this podcast is a great example, like I already mentioned. For me, every week, I always, this is a feel-good space for me because, well, I do have to put effort in to get into the for you energy, and I have to really put my brain to work. Like, what do people need to hear? So that feels really good, right? So when I'm listing my examples, I want you to think, what are the examples that you have in your life that you already do this? Right? Where do you already feel good when you're doing something for someone and you're focusing on them? You're focusing on what do they need? How can I help them? What would they like in this? Or what would make this amazing for them, right? Or how can I make this better for them, right? And then the way you know that you are in the for them energy is by the feeling that you have. If you're in that good giving feeling, then you are really in that space of for you energy. Because, for example, we can do things for other people, but we're really whiny about it. We not enjoy it, right? Example, me making lunches for the kids. I can whine about it, I can complain about it, and I'm not going to feel good about it. And I'm not going to probably do the best job, right? I'm not going to put much thought into it. I might not give my son a napkin with a soup, right? Because soup can be like wet, right? But if I'm in the, how can I make this better for you? Really think about what it's going to be like for him. I will think, oh, you know what? It would be nice to give him a napkin so that he can wipe himself after the soup, right? Again, those small little details are what will be like the indicator, right, for you to know how you're feeling and if you're in that for you energy. So that's one of the examples for me, the lunches. The other way I really use this this concept for you or for me, and if I'm feeling whiny, and I already mentioned that before in other episodes, maybe if you heard me about my relationship with my husband, I really do try to switch as much as possible into not about me, but thinking, okay, what does he need today? What would he like? How can I help him? What can I do for him? And that feels really, really good. And on top of all that, builds connection between me and my husband for me, right? So it's like a double bonus, double win-win, where not only do I feel good in the moment and I create a happy day for myself, but I also create and build a relationship with my husband that's growing and that's healthy and that's something that feels good to be in, right? So the same I would recommend with your son, right? This is the same sphere where you can ask yourself, and as moms, we already do that, but there's always an area where we can improve on, right? Like just like the lunches example, I do that for my sons, but am I doing it from the whiny energy or am I doing it from the for you energy, really being thoughtful and giving and feeling good, right? So it's not only about the action that you're doing for your son, because as a mom, you already do so much for him. It's about how that, what energy is fueling that action, right? And of course, you want to feel good, right? I'm here. This is the episode specifically so that you can feel good instead of feeling bad and depressed and sad. And this is how I can help you, right? In order to still keep doing all the things you're doing for your son and feel good, this is the question you can ask yourself. Am I being in the for me energy or am I being in the for him or energy? And the answer will always reveal how you're feeling, right? If you're being in the for you energy, then you might not feel as good as if you're thinking about him, what he would like, how can you support him, what would he need, anticipating his needs, stuff like that, right? And so this is another example. The other example that I wrote down, which I actually love, is so you can be in the for you energy or you can move into for future self. So for example, if you're being in for me energy and you're like feeling like at the end of the day, right? If you're feeling tired and you want to go to sleep, you don't want to do any more things, and you feel kind of just like, oh, poor me, I'm just going to go to bed. That's one thing. But the other option is you can do some preparation for yourself for the next day, which would be you would be doing to help yourself in the future. You're doing this for yourself, for your morning self, right? Do you see what I'm saying? You would have to overcome that tiredness and say, oh, you know what? I'm going to do this for myself for the morning because I know I really like it when my kitchen is clean in the morning, but that means I have to do the work now. And you know what? I really like it when my coffee is already made when I get up, but that means I have to do the work now, right? Even though I'm tired and really don't want to do anything. And I really like it when the lunches are also made in the morning and I don't have to make them, right? So that means I have to put this work in the evening so that I can take care of my future self, of myself the next morning. And see how, again, switching to the poor me to giving energy for someone else, and that someone else can be your future self, right? That feels really good. When you do something for yourself the next morning, you get up, You're so happy. Oh my gosh, I made coffee for myself last night. I'm so happy. Thank you so much. That feels amazing. I feel a little bit like pampered or luxurious, or like it's just so nice to be taken care of. And who took care of me is my past self. Thank you so much, right? Clean kitchen, I love it so much. Clean counters, clean floor. Oh my gosh, peace and heaven. Not overwhelm, right? And so you can move into that giving mode and give to your future self as well. Okay? And this also can apply to giving to your future self as it relates to a relationship with your son, right? That means you can put the work in today, work that you might not feel like doing, like signing up for coaching and opening up your mind and being vulnerable with someone you've never met, like myself, right? And taking a chance and risking failure, right? And doing all that work today so that in the future you can enjoy a completely zero fights, guilt-free, worry-free, loving relationship with your son, right? That is giving for your future self at the highest level, right? That requires of you to put an effort, to do the work, to be open and vulnerable and do something that you might not feel like doing, right? But something that you want the result of, right? So I hope that this is that you can start applying this right away. And let me just recap this concept for you. Basically, if you're feeling a bit whiny and depressed and sad, or you're feeling like life is not going the way you like it and you're kind of stuck, or things are not well and there's no point, or you're losing what the point is, again, this question can give you a great perspective. And you can ask yourself, am I being in the for me energy, or am I in the for them energy, for you energy? And if you are being all about me energy, right, that would explain all the feelings you've been having. And the antidote to that is not, you don't have to fix anything. You don't have to even get rid of the thoughts about you. You can simply ask yourself, okay, what would feel good right now for me to do for someone else? Could it be something that I can do for my future self, right? Maybe I'll tidy up this room so that I can enjoy this for my future self in half an hour or the next morning, right? And you will switch into the giving energy, for you energy, instead of poor me, whining energy, right? And this is simply, it's not for the benefit of the others. It's simply for you to benefit from the good feeling that thinking creates. The giving, and I mean, we've all heard, right? Giving feels better than taking. But I think this same concept is useful when we use it if we're not feeling great. If we're not feeling great, we can ask that question. And for me, the way it works for me is as soon as I ask myself that question, I realize, oh, right, I have been in the for me energy. Now I would love to switch into the for you energy. And all of a sudden, my brain starts working in that direction. It thinks, okay, I can do this for someone else. I can do that for someone else. I would love to do this. And all of that feels good to me. So it really feels abundant for me and for them, right? Do you see how this is just something that multiplies? The feeling good multiplies. All right, guys. I am here for all of your relationship needs with your son. I've helped people with their moms as well, with husbands, with daughters. So really, I love helping people move towards people they love, because they love them so much. They don't want to keep fighting. They don't want to keep disconnecting from them. So this is what I love to do. This is what I love to help you with. And this is what I am here for. So if you need any help with that, that's what I'm here for. You can go to my website, www.coachingnatalia.com, and go to the tab that says sign up for a free mini session. Sign up, find the time that works for you, and I will see you there. First session is completely free. I give you 1 hour of my undivided attention. We can do it on video Zoom, or we can do it on the phone. A lot of people prefer it on the phone because it feels safer for them. They don't have to focus on what they look like, or worried about what their room looks like. And a lot of people love to see face to face. So I love both ways. But most important is that I can help you, right? So I will talk to you soon. Have a great weekend. If you have any questions about this concept, you can email them to me at Natalia@coachingnatalia.com. Okay, guys, I love you. Bye.